An oil refinery in Iraq, owned by Chinese firm Unicorp, gets attacked by mercenaries led by Owen Paddock, Pilu Azbek. The refinery is led by Director of Operations Professor Chang, Wenli Jiang, who invites private security firms to lead a rescue operation for the civilians at the refinery. Ex-Special Forces soldier, Dragon Luo Feng, Jackie Chan, leads his private security company in evacuating the civilian employees in a convoy along the Highway of Death, the most dangerous road in the country, to the safety of the Green Zone. The journey from the refinery to the Green Zone will take 8 hours. Chang tells Feng that the mercenaries wanted control of the refinery and did not want to destroy it. She says that the mercenaries have surrounded the refinery and are conducting their attacks every 2 days or so. The refinery has 498 civilians, including their families and children. Chang shuts down the refinery before leaving with Feng in a rescue convoy. Lo Mei Machenrui is Chang's assistant. Chang keeps the security codes to the refinery in her bag and gives it to Mei for safekeeping. Before leaving, one of the workers marks Chang's bus with an invisible paint. Feng answered Chang's call, as Mei is his estranged daughter. Before entering the Highway of Death, Feng talks to his daughter, Mei, about protecting her, but she resents him because he wasn't there by his wife's side during her death due to a top-secret mission. Although Feng ensures Mei he was protecting his country and family, she still says that he wasn't there and that she will never forgive him for it. Meanwhile, needing money to fix a well in a rural village, former U.S. Marine Chris Van Horn, John Cena, reluctantly joins his mercenary brother Henry, Amadeus Serafini, in attacking the convoy. Henry claims they are tracking down a man responsible for attacking them years earlier, which led to the death of 5 of their comrades. The village is out of water, and Chris needs $100,000 to bribe Unicorp, who control the water supply to the village. Owen is the middleman between Chris and Unicorp, and he paints Unicorp as the main villain to Chris. He says that the actions of Unicorp have made water more expensive than oil in the country. The mercenaries create a massive sandstorm by using a rocket truck and use it to cover their attack, in which they steal 2 of the 11 buses. They identified Chang's bus by the X mark made by the insider at the refinery using an ink that was only visible with night vision goggles. After the convoy fends them off and clears the sandstorm, Feng discovers that 2 buses out of 11 have been kidnapped, including Professor Chang, who has the authorization codes to the oil refinery. Feng brings back his helicopters and asks for Mei's help to search for the missing buses. Chris manages to fight off 1 helicopter and escapes with Chang into the desert canyons. Feng finds the missing buses and finds that 5 engineers, including Chang, have been taken hostage. Chris confronts Henry concerning the kidnapping, as he is not convinced that Chang was responsible for the death of their comrades. Chris wants to know who hired him and Henry. Owen reveals himself as the mastermind. Owen says that he worked for Unicorp for 16 years and got nothing. Now, this is his time to get rich. Owen tells him that he intends to reactivate the refinery and profit off the oil trade. Owen wants Chris to keep Feng away from Chang, and only then he will pay what he owes Chris and Henry. After an enraged Chris leaves, Owen shoots Henry for failing to kill Feng. Feng tracks down Chris as he travels across the desert in his dune buggy and confronts him. Chris believes that Feng shot Henry, while Feng believes that Chris killed his men. Chris and Feng team together to fight off the French, who had supplied weapons to Chris and Henry, and are now contracted by Owen to kill Chris. Feng learns about his intentions in taking the job and helping the children in his village. Chris tells Feng that Owen is behind the kidnapping. After Owen scares Professor Chang into cooperating by killing one of the hostages and threatening her son, he sends his men to find her bag, which contains the codes, which Chris accidentally took with him earlier. Feng talks to his daughter by saying that he knows he can trust Chris, as he reminded him that the village is his family now. Hiding the children after Feng hears some footsteps, Chris and Feng try to fight their way to get rid of Owen's men. However, Chris gives up what Owen's men are looking for to protect the village. Chris and Feng return to the refinery after hearing the bag contains the codes that Owen needs to do the biggest oil heist known to man by putting the oil in tankers so that he can deliver them to a ship by the real perpetrators. Chris pursues Owen and his group with May as she discreetly tailed him from the village in one of Chris's cars, with Feng following closely in the rocket truck. Going off-road, May accidentally crashes Chris's car, and May and Chris are picked up by Feng. In the ensuing battle, Owen's plans are foiled after the rocket truck blows up one of the truck tankers, which causes a chain reaction between the other ones. Owen is killed in an ensuing car chase after beating the paddle on his ATV, thinking he would be able to get out at the side of a cliff. Feng and May mourn Chris's death after making amends to each other, but in the midst of it all, it's revealed that Chris had survived. After getting picked up by Feng's soldiers, Feng's team arrests the perpetrators behind the oil heist on the ship. At the village, Chris and Feng fix the well and are informed of a new mission in which Feng offers Chris to join. Chris accepts the offer, setting off on a new adventure.